Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning back in to Culture Keepers. Tonight it is just me, and this is my very first podcast for the year. So, welcome to 2020, everyone. Tonight I will be discussing my Get Right challenge and what's going on back in my hometown, back in my culture, well, back in my uh, community, my state where I'm from, Mississippi, which is like a prison war that's going on right now, like a riot, a really big riot is taking place in Mississippi right now in the prisons. So I'm gonna get to that once I finish discussing my Get Right challenge. So far my challenge is going really, really well. I've been getting a lot of great feedback from the ladies that have been moving forward and going in with this challenge with me. Ladies, again, I know that it is hard. It was hard for me, but I cannot do this challenge with you guys. I've lost enough weight. I'm sorry. Like, I give you all the motivation in the world, but I can't do it again. I'm sorry. Um, Also, ladies, the last podcast, I forgot um, to discuss the fact that with this Get Right challenge, we're also trying to encourage our kids to get right in school. This semester, we're going to help our kids with their homework. We're going to also try to take 1 to 2 weekends to spend time with our children if possible. It's time to make sacrifices for our children, ladies and gentlemen, too. I know that everyone works and it's hard to take off from work sometimes, but sometimes you have to make those sacrifices because I've been seeing this little meme on social media lately, or this meme, whatever y'all call it, on social media lately that's been saying, hey, as soon as you get fired from their job, they're going to replace you immediately. So, make that sacrifice for your kids, ladies and gentlemen. Also, my Get Right challenge, I'm asking like all of the Mississippi, Houston as well. Houston is going to take effect next week. But for me, right now, I'm asking all of the Mississippi rappers to hop on my challenge for me. I'm using the NBA YoungBoy Get Right beat. It's off the Master of the Day of Judgment. I think that Master the Day of Judgment. That's the name of the mixtape. I'm asking everyone to hop on that challenge for me. So far, I've gotten Master Juke to hop on that for me. Also, if you hop on any of these challenges with your kids, with the weight loss, with the rap challenge, make sure you use the hashtag Get Right and Culture Keepers. All right. Also tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be speaking with someone that is so close to me and someone that grew with me from my culture. Everyone knows this person. I can't wait to get him on the phone. I'm not gonna even say his name. I bet everyone is like him.
What's up?
How you doing tonight?
All right, what's going on with
Nothing. So D, I call you tonight so that you could do an interview with me. Are you available?
you? Yeah, I'm available. What you
Okay.
got for me?
I'm trying to see what we can do to help our community get right. What suggestions do you have? I know that you and a couple other people have been doing like credit repair. Could you help us, give us some motivation or some encouragement or the right words, the right information to get our credit back on track?
Plain and simple. Pay bills. Pay shit on time. Stay up to date. Don't
So,
go don't
so,
go getting shit you can't pay for. That's gonna fuck up your credit.
so that's all you have to say. That you just got to keep it plain and simple, straight to the
Plain,
point.
plain and simple.
I'm talking about like I know my cousin have a credit repair program that she has going. Our teacher Jeanette A. Hubbard. Make sure y'all add her on Facebook. She's so awesome with that credit repair. And do you guys have a credit repair company also? What's the name of you guys' credit repair company?
Alpha Credit Consultant.
Oh, okay. So how can people reach out to Alpha Credit Consultants? Like where can they find you guys on social media?
Social media. There's a Facebook page, and there's also an Instagram page as well. Alpha Credit Consultant.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Follow it. Look it up. Follow. You have any questions?
Feel free to inbox, huh?
Right.
All right. So D, also, before I let you go, I want to know. I'm getting ready to discuss what's going on in the prisons in Mississippi. I want to know what's your input on that.
I think it's I think it's horrible. It's horrible. Nobody deserves, the treatment that they getting.
Okay. Could you take it off speaker?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me know when it's off speaker.
Yeah, I think it's horrible though. You look at it and then you just see everything that's going on.
Uh-huh. And then like I've been seeing some videos and everything where people were saying that they have no water, haven't eaten in days. I know that
Infected,
yeah, and then
mold,
yeah, I just got a message from someone that's actually close to the prison, and he told me that that it's contaminated inside of the prisons. Like he's actually really close to the prisons, and he said it's gang riots. He People haven't had showers in weeks. Small service of food, contamination, guards helping inmates carry out hits, guards sneaking in contraband. But you know what, D? It's so many female guards at that prison that how can you even expect for riots not to break out? I think it's a setup from the beginning.
let
Like,
them out. Let
yeah,
them
you
out.
get what I'm saying. Like all of those female guards, like that's a setup from the beginning, and I just hate that for Mississippi. You know
Yeah, I know a couple people they can just let on out.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I was telling Marcelo, who is in here with me tonight. I was telling him, like it's so crazy that some of these people that have been murdered while they've been a part of this riot, like were just in there for maybe 2 3 years. Now they're never coming home again. Like, how do you explain that to someone's family? And then they get on the news and they broadcast that this is nothing's wrong. This is perfectly fine. How can you say that this is perfectly fine? I even watched a video on Instagram with Yandy where she was discussing the fact that they just trying to downplay the situation, and this is a big situation, and since Mississippi gets no notoriety, like no one is ever gonna pay attention to it. Like it's gonna be another overlooked situation if we don't hop on it and like make a change. Like it's time for
hmm
everyone in Mississippi to get right and make a change. Like let's step up and speak up for ourselves. Like let's help these prisoners, let's help these children, let's get our weight right, let's get our credit together. Like it's 2020, like it's time
Just
for a change.
get your life together.
Yes. Okay. So D, it was so fun interviewing you tonight.
You, you got something else for me?
I don't, not tonight. Do you have something else for me?
No, I just wanted to answer questions.
Oh, you just wanted to answer questions. You don't feel like doing nothing else, huh?
Yeah, no, not tonight. We'll save that for another
But
round.
okay, okay. But D, I did want to know one other thing. What what's one commitment that you're willing to make in 2020 to get right? What change are you gonna make? What change are you gonna make to get right in 2020?
With myself,
Yes.
um, I mean, I just want to change. Attitude wise, just continue to keep positive thoughts,
Mhm.
block out negative energy,
Mhm. All right. Well, that was
and
good.
I also plan to
I'm glad.
you know make
To
my
the
make
wait.
make my relationship better than last year.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's nice of you. That's
Yeah,
really
so
nice of you.
so shout out to me and mine. We
Uh,
trying to
oh,
make things
okay.
better this year than last year and the year before.
Oh, okay. And you sound serious.
hmm
I like that. That's really nice of you. Anything else you would like to say tonight about getting right for the people
Um,
back in our hometown?
just make sure y'all look up, Alpha Credit Consultant, and go follow, ask any questions that you do might have, and also I do want to shout out Wuchi and A&E Credit as well.
Mhm.
Look them up. I feel like both of them doing great things. If one can't get you there, the other can. So I feel
Right.
like
Right.
look it up and jump on that wagon.
Right. Right. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're encouraging everybody to just complete the challenge, send in your emails, send in your videos, send in your weight loss, encourage your kids to get their grades right in school. Do the challenge. It's 2020. We got a 2020 vision. Like Mississippi, let's get ourselves together. It's time to get right. Okay, so and speaking of prison, the reason why prison, has such a connection in the culture with Mississippi is because of the history that Mississippi has for slavery and discrimination and segregation, and all of that ties together. It's like um it's just another generation after generation after generation. They just figure out a different way to cage in the black man, and it is now becoming sick. I mean, if you look at that, if you look at some of those videos and you see where those guys are like 3 inches of water up to their legs. It reminds you so much of slavery, where they be in the fields and rain up to their legs, and they still have to chop cotton and stuff like that. Like it's misery, and it's killing the black community. And that's why I had to speak about it today, because as an African American from Mississippi, I feel like that's a part of my culture. And if I have to be one of the only people to step up and say something about it, then that's what I'm gonna do. Then I'll just be the only person to speak up and say something about it. But I would like for a lot of people from Mississippi to step up, and it's time for our culture to speak up and take up for ourselves. Like, it's enough. Like, enough is enough. This has happened for, like, it's 2020. So imagine how many years this has been going on, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it's 2020. Like, my great grandmother is 89, 88, I think. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't really know, but she's old. That's what I'm saying. And she wasn't a part of slavery. So that means slavery existed before 90 years ago. You get what I'm saying? And it's still taking place today. So it's like, what are we going to do to change that? Like, it's time for us to step up and make a difference in our culture. Like, we have children, and I know I don't want my little boy to have to grow up and be a part of that. Like, and that's one of the things that has become like a part of our culture, is to just know that, your son is getting ready to either die or go to prison. Like, period. It's either when you it's like, to be born a black male in America is deemed automatically, like, for as unsuccessful. Like, you're either gonna go to like they automatically expect you to go to prison or to die. So what are we gonna do to change that? Like, what are we gonna do to change that? And I just feel like it's time for everyone, like for the older guys, to take take a part in your communities, like not just for my hometown, like all over Mississippi, not even just Mississippi, like all around the world. Like, it's time for older guys to step down and help these young guys. Like, let's break these generational curses, or this stuff is going to continue to happen. Because if curses had been broken, some of these guys that are in prison right now wouldn't even be a part of this riot that is going on. If someone had just stepped up and said, hey guys, this isn't the way that, this isn't the right road to travel. Like, this isn't the way that you want your life to go. Like, this isn't a great destination. Like, I've been there, I've done that. Like, this isn't what you want to do. But a lot of people don't want to do that, because the younger guys are going to look at them as a lame, or stuff like that. They don't want to be labeled as a lame or peon or goofy, or as an old head. A lot of people don't want to accept the fact that they're getting old. And that sucks. I know it sucks. I hate the fact that I'm getting old, but I have accepted my role. And as a black woman, like, I'm willing to speak up for my community. So as black men, like, y'all are supposed to be the face of our community. It's time for you guys to step up and, like, let's get ourselves together. Like, let's get Mississippi right. And I hope that you guys tune back in to my challenge next week. That is it, Marcelo. I'm out.